Good morning, everyone. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, the winter storm is well underway now in the upper Midwest. We will continue to monitor that throughout the day. However, I want to pivot my attention to another winter storm that we're expected to see further out west to the West Coast, actually, in the Portland area. So if I move this into tomorrow morning, you can start to see some of the precipitation coming up here from the south with some snow, some sleet, some freezing rain. And then going into tomorrow afternoon is really where it's going to start getting treacherous for Portland. And you're likely to see some snow. You could even see some sleet and freezing rain with some warm air aloft. And taking you into one of these locations, I want to show you how treacherous it could get in this area. So we're looking at precip starting, maybe around 10 a.m. This is Eastern time. So maybe around 10 a.m. Eastern time or a little later. And you see the grip drops off very significantly quickly. Grips all the way down to 0.1 at around just after noon Pacific time here and continuing through the afternoon. And there's not a whole lot of snow necessarily expected. You've got some heavy precip snow, and this is snow on the roadway, about 1 inch. So that's still significant. But the issue here is not just the precip, it's the cold temperatures. So right now in Portland, we're sitting roughly around freezing. But as we continue to move through the day today, and especially into tonight and tomorrow, air temperatures drop all the way down into the low teens. I mean, look at this after the precip starts, about 13 degrees in Portland. So obviously surface temperatures are going to be well cold enough to support snow, to support ice, and to support some very bad conditions on the roadways. So this storm in Portland is a little bit different because it's got some very cold air with it as well. And in addition to that cold air, I want to show you something else quickly on the cold moving into the US. So you can see it here in the plains. And this will continue to impact much of the US as we move into the coming days. So areas in the Midwest that are seeing snow today, you still might have some lingering issues that you contend with on the roadways with freezing of material, because temperatures are going to get below zero. Wind chills are going to be 20, 30, 40 degrees below zero, even more in certain locations here in the plains. And this cold air continues to push eastward. So we've got a lot of problems coming up with this latest winter storm that we're dealing with today, the next one we're going to deal with in Portland. And then we even have one next week that we're already keeping an eye on for potentially parts of the deep south. So everyone's going to be getting in the mix here shortly. So I'll have another video update just because we remain busy and active early next week to touch on what we can expect for that storm that could impact parts of the south and then eventually potentially parts of the East Coast.